Page 58, To a Wild Rose. As far as I can recall, this is not simplified at all. I don't know about the articulation and all that because editors get their hands on it and change things. We'll just follow the articulation and dynamic marks in the music though. I look it over, it's 2 pages long. Treble bass clef to start. If there's 3 sharps in the key signature, this is in the key of A major. So go ahead and do the scale and arpeggio for A major and F sharp minor because that has 3 sharps in it also. I explain it all in those videos. 2 4-time signatures, take it one hand at a time. Right hand starts 1 of 3, puts you here. And the C sharp is in the key signature, therefore it's in the hand position. So it's now we have 2 voices. We have the half note, you gotta hold it down, and the top note at the same time. Here, I like to do a 3-2. I like to keep my hand out here and I can connect the notes. And then going on, go ahead and lift up, hold that down and lift up. I'm gonna connect this and this. So I'm here. And then lift up and come down. And on measure 5, the last note needs to be with 4th finger because I have a C sharp coming up and I'm going to connect it. So it's here. I can't connect the half note, but it's the melody I'm after. Here, or here, whichever. And then you do it again. Okay, let's go down to measure 19. We're here. Now you're going to have to lift up and move. It's an A, a C sharp, and a G sharp. You can use 5th finger on that if you want. And then next one is a B sharp, which is here. And hold these down if you can. Now, measure 21, if I can, I want to get all these notes in one hand position. So for measure 20, I'm going to have to here. Now move and get all these notes in the next measure in one hand position. F sharp, G sharp. And then the next measure, I want all those notes in one hand position. It's weird. There's a B in every one of them. And otherwise you got these going on, here to here. But you got that, have that B in there all the time. And then, like you were at the beginning for measure 20. I'm trying to finger it as connected as I can in the right hand. Now you can't always, and the pedal will help us out, but I still want to do it with the fingers if I can. Left hand is just the chord. Just figure out the chords, you're okay, and then come down. Try not to move your hand around any more than you have to. Okay. Now measure 41, you've got the 3 notes, and unless you got really big hands, you're not going to reach that. So what you can do is you roll it. If you can't reach that, you got a 3rd. Quickly. And I play the bottom note on the beat. It'll go with it. So then slide off. You gotta let go of this pretty much. Because the E is only a half note. The next measure you let up on the E. So you're there. Then you can, if you want, just come up here. If you want, because you let up, if you can't hold that down the whole time. If you can hold it down, you got big hands, then hold it down. I don't know how big your hands are, but you gotta have pretty good hands to do that. Otherwise, it's there. And just reach it. And the fingering is up to you. Just make sure you can connect all those. And then I'll put the hands together. And then here. So you got a lot of half notes, and I'm holding all the half notes down with the fingers. So I put the hands together, and then I go back over in bits and pieces, and I get rid of any hesitations. And then I'll add in the articulation, which is here you're connecting them. You can lift up for the phrasing if you can figure out the phrasing there. Lift up. Lift up. It's like every 4 measures or so it seems to be a phrase. You can lift up for the phrase in the melody. The other part, you probably should try and connect it if you can. You can't, but do what you can. Then the dynamics, so I apply to the melody. Everything else needs to be in the background. So can you play this soft and this very soft? If you can't, then just do the whole hand soft. Third major, go up and down, up. And then measure 9, you're going to echo that. This is all super soft. Don't use the soft pedal, that's cheating. Learn to do this with the hands. When you're doing the scales, how soft can you play a scale? Try and work on that. Then you get pieces you just do. When you crescendo up, you're only going up like 1 notch. So here, in the first line, we went up to about a moderately soft and back down. Here, we're going to go up to about a soft. And then measure 13 is moderately soft, although I was moderately soft on measure 12. Now measure 19, you get the word increase. MacDowell wrote in English sometimes, like a crescendo. Get louder. So you're starting at soft, measure 19. A little louder, a little louder. Still increase means keep crescendoing. And this left hand, you can bring that out. It's the half notes we gotta get. It's like a duet going. And then finally we're loud. Loud. And you're starting measure 27 loud, but then the diminuendo and retard, slow down. So it's loud. Each note gets a little softer and slower. Just you feel it. Go down to about a moderately soft or so. And then the next line you're soft, like you were at the beginning. Yeah. For the next measure, now you're soft. And the odd tempo means take off again because we slowed down also. And it's like you were at the beginning. So put in the dynamics. Now at the end, the last line or so, you're soft here. Actually, you're moderately soft here. And then very soft for measure 48. And then really soft. If you can, don't use the soft pedal. Just try and do that. And these notes are held down. They're tied. Just hold down. This would. And then you hold them all down for however long that lasts and then lift up. They're showing pedaling on that last measure going all the way through the rest. I would lift up for the rest. If they really wanted to say, he could have written in a half note there. If he really wanted that to sound out. Speed-wise, it's just sweet. Just sweet. Not a andante feel to it. Now there is a note up above in that paragraph. The last line says pedal it and change it through each measure unless it says otherwise. That's fine, but I need to question that because they're keeping the pedal simple for you, but is that the sound you want? Because if that isn't the sound you're after, then we got to complicate the pedal a little bit to get the sound we want. It's going to be lag pedal. The notes go down first and then the pedal. And it's going to be overlapping pedal. So when I change the pedal, it's after I play the notes. So the pedal overlaps just a hair. So at the beginning, I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. And change it at the bar line after I play the notes. that sounds okay to you, go with it. I would like to have the melody kind of clean if I could. So I think in the first measure, I'm not going to push the pedal down until I hit the E. That way I don't get them both, just one. Same thing in the second measure. Wait till you play the E in the right hand. But I want to connect the E's, so I have to push it down right after I play the first E again. And here in third measure, I like to have that clean. So I'm not going to pedal it until the A, the very last eighth note. And the reason for that is because I want to connect the left hand. And the only way I can do that is with the pedal. So I'm having the pedal down long enough to connect the left hand here. And the same thing going on. See, when I'm changing notes in the melody, I don't pedal the first note. Oh. If you want to hear the phrasing, lift the pedal up with the hand so we get a little silence. Now, measure 14. I want to connect that, so I got to pedal this first C sharp here, and it'll smear it a little bit, but that's you have to. A lot of times in pedaling in piano, you have to decide what you want because it's a give and take. I gain something, I lose something. So what are you gaining, what are you losing, and which what? So in this measure 14, I want clear. I like it to be clean, but I want to connect this. Which do I want? I can't have both. So I'm going to connect that. Lift up and measure 17. Here, the eighth note goes by fast enough, I don't worry about it. And then measure 22 or whatever it is, I don't pedal that measure. But I have to pedal the end of measure 24 because I want to connect it. And then change it. Change. Here you can smear all of this. This is loud, this is the exciting part, this is the climax of the piece. So just leave the pedal down on the measure 25. And they've got the pedal down through the whole line. I don't know if I want the whole line. I usually change it at each bar line, but if you want, try the whole line and see what it sounds like. If that sounds okay to you, go with it. I would prefer to have a little cleaner, so I'm going to change it at each bar line. And I've just got that. I lose this stuff down here. Here, I just got that. And then lift the pedal up, get your hands in position, and lift the pedal up, a little silence. Like you were at the beginning. And to me, that's the pedal. Now, measure 45, you're about here. Again, I'm only pedaling the last little bit to connect the left hand, or the notes. If you can't reach that, you have to pedal measure 46. And then change for measure 47, but do pedal it, and change for measure 48, and change again, measure 49. But I don't pedal until I play the A. I don't want both of these. I don't want them both, just here. Then I can pedal. And at the end, we're only pedaling to give it a little color because it's holding it out. Yeah. It's my impression of the pedal. I complicated it a little bit, but it's, in my opinion, a better sound, and that's what I'm after. Let's play it together slowly, just to check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any louds and softs. I want to pedal it like I suggested. I'll give us 2 counts. Very slow, well, slow for me anyway, yes. Now because this has 8th notes all over the place, I put the metronome on 8th notes, but I'm going to give us 2 quarter note counts to be, so it's ready and go and. That's how fast we're going to go. So make sure you can play it that fast with no hesitations or it won't work. Ready and go and. And. And 2 and. And 2 and tie, and rest. And